And you should be knowing how to vocalize, man.
Maybe-
I got half
maybe
of
that's
Underground
it.
Agent 6 here.
That's right.
Dude, Kenny wears a size small shirt. What the fuck?
That's because he, man,
What the fuck?
because he likes to be like, he's growing a little bit larger nowadays too. So,
Okay.
you know, he's about medium.
Okay.
He's about medium. He's a medium.
Larger in muscle or just
Yeah.
larger and thick?
Because, you know, he's 52.
Yeah,
He's a little thicker too.
Okay.
Yeah, man.
You're
But
rolling
he's
on
healthy.
both of them, I
Yeah.
guess?
He's healthy though, man.
Yeah, man.
Fuck,
Yeah.
I know.
Trying to edit this one with 3 people. Oh, my God.
Oh, God.
So,
Okay.
so he was saying, Ron Cruz, everybody. We'll get to it. I'm Chris Lujan.
I am called Bindu.
This is the I Ams.
Yo.
He was saying you met each other in kindergarten?
God, it was
No,
Preschool.
Preschool.
Okay, preschool.
Martin Luther King
yeah.
Jr., a preschool. We had Mrs. Rosencrantz,
Yeah,
motherfucker. That's how far back my memory goes.
I know. If I look back at the old, like, was it?
The yearbooks and shit?
Yeah, it was
No.
like
So we went to Hillview together,
Hillview.
middle school, right?
Mhm.
You went to Pittsburgh High?
I went to, for 1 year. Then we went
Okay.
to-
Right.
That's why.
Yeah.
That's
after
why I'm
ninth.
like,
After ninth grade, we moved to Antioch.
right.
Oh, Antioch.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Chris.
Yep.
Oh,
Yep.
yeah. Your sister.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I met you through bands.
Right. Because you went to Central.
No, I went to Hillview.
Were you 1 year younger?
1 year younger.
That's right.
So, and then
Mm.
you were at Pitt for the year I wasn't there.
That's right.
So, like,
yeah.
I didn't know you at all.
Right.
Met you through bands.
Uh-huh. Underground Engine 6. That was the first one.
Right.
And you were in
Right.
Kill Rush at the time, right?
Mhm.
Kill Rush.
Yep.
Hell yeah. That was a badass
Welcome
band.
back.
Fuck yeah.
Ooh, 90s, baby. 90s.
Yeah. No,
yeah.
but okay, so Ron draws better than me. He always has.
Not no more.
Since we were little kids.
Oh, no.
And even in 7th grade, Miss Westfall's class, you
Oh,
drew
yeah.
Cyclops, Scott Summers.
Right.
And I was like, God damn, that's so dope, man. Right? That's right when the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles were just coming out.
Right.
That's what we're talking about.
Right.
With Tom Vigil was doing Grips.
Oh, Grips.
Yeah, bro, you're
Mm,
talking about it. And
Grips.
into Faust and all
Oh,
that
yeah.
shit. Yeah, I
Grips
just saw
was
that
first.
fucker at a comic convention
Right.
not long ago in Concord.
Yeah, man. I got his tattoo on my leg, man.
Dude, I know. That's why I brought it up. That fucker's local.
I
Yeah,
love this.
Sacramento.
We just got him into
Sacramento.
comics. We're going to a comic
Oh,
convention
no.
August
Oh,
20.
no. Where you going? Where is it? Which one?
It's Cape and Cowell Con. It's in
Oh, yes,
Alameda.
Yes. Yeah, okay. All right.
Yeah,
Yeah, you're
Let me know.
coming.
Yeah, hit me up.
You're fucking
Fuck
coming.
yeah.
August 24th?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's on the calendar.
Oh, yeah. August 24th. All right, man.
Yeah, it's in Alameda.
I'm going.
Yeah, he
man.
got me
Woo.
into comics
Dude,
again.
Remember back in the day? Okay, so I was little, and my brother and all of his homies, man, they used to go to Fat Finger.
Right. Hell yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, Jeff
Right.
and all of his crew used to go, and they would be. The conventions were like $5 to get in,
Mhm.
but they would bring markers, all different color markers, whatever
Oh.
stamp color it was.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
I'll get in for free.
We used to go to Yoshi's a lot
Mhm.
before it moved to Jack London Square. We went to the Claremont Yoshi's,
Mm.
and they would stamp my hand, and then in and out privileges were fine.
Right.
So we would go out, and Tom Starbuck would basically just like
Fuck
wet
yeah.
his
Yeah.
hand.
Yep, you lick your hand immediately.
And I was like, that motherfucker, I had to pay.
Right.
Right.
Motherfucker's getting for free
I
off
know.
of me.
I
No,
know.
so we're Pittsburgh, a little city by the river. For those of you guys not local, right? We could all
bird.
we could just go and jump on BART, Bay Area Rapid Transport,
That's it.
and it would shoot us right over to 12th Street in Oakland.
Yeah.
You get out, and the
Oakland
Marriott's
Convention,
right
yeah,
there, and
yeah.
that's where WonderCon was.
Bam.
Yeah.
And it had Artist Alley, and then it had fucking merchandise room, and that room was huge.
I still got all of the magazines they give from the first WonderCon.
Amazing.
All of them, man.
I had it all as well, but then I lost it in my storage. And if we talk about it, I'll kill myself.
Ah,
This is all I have left.
fuck.
I know.
Yeah, dude, those are so dope those days, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was like, we had all this shit up here. Now it's all down south.
Oh,
All the good. They're starting to bring them back up. They started getting. But
Yeah.
man, that was the heydays, man.
Yeah.
Right.
You know,
before
heydays.
before it became movie centric,
Right.
when it was still
Right.
comic centric.
Right. There was no Not even a thought. We were one day hoping I need an X-Men movie.
They'll
Right.
never make a superhero movie. Did you see those cheesy ones with Christopher Reeves and the tights? They'll never do that again. That's that era, right?
Yeah. Oh, they had the Captain America one. What was that? In the 80s, 90s?
He had rubber ears.
Oh yeah, it was
What?
hilarious.
Yeah.
Oh, it was, and then Fantastic Four too.
Right. Brutal.
So bad,
Yeah.
so bad.
Corgan.
Okay.
Oh my
Like
god,
that.
it was so
Yeah.
bad, dude. That
No,
was
we're
like,
talking. This guy is part of First of All.
Oh yeah, I
Like,
know.
Saw
Yeah.
Star Wars in the
Oh.
theater the first time.
Yep. I remember that shit, man. I was like a little kid standing
Man.
by for Empire Strikes Back.
Yeah.
So I was telling him
Yeah.
before we left our house to come here that there's 3 people in my life I feel like that I've had instant rapport with. One is Nick Diaz, who's a guitar player out of Austin, Texas. One is Micah McLean, who's a drummer here in Oakland, and the other one is you. I feel like we instantly,
Oh yeah,
there was like no getting to know each other. We were just instant buds.
it was like long lost friends, man.
right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
congratulations.
Hell yeah,
in
brother,
making
man.
that
Hell
list.
yeah, brother.
That's
Thank you.
weird
I
that you
appreciate
No,
it.
but
say that.
that's how I feel.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
weird that you say that because that's how it was when we met.
Mm-hmm.
4 years old.
Maybe I'm not special as him.
No, but we were 2 little Filipino kids.
Yeah.
Along
It's the
in
same
the
shit.
70s, dude.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
a different time.
It's the same shit too.
Yeah.
It was, and you know
Yeah.
what though? I always, from afar, you were like the funniest motherfucker growing up. I was always in class, man. And I'm just like, dude. I was always just Brandon.
We have such a
This-
different story.
Always like the class clown.
Between us.
He was the class clown every
Yeah.
time. And, oh man, I remember the
Yeah.
teachers be like, Brandon. I'm like, oh shit, he about to get in trouble. He about
Yeah.
to get in trouble right here.
It's true.
All right.
But we were in the smart classes, man.
Right.
Like real smart. This motherfucker's a genius. He's downplaying it. Right? Because you know
And
there's
then
like
Reed.
super.
Yeah, how do you know all of those guys too? Mike Reed.
Well, because he used to be in Dome Shots.
Oh yeah, that's
He
right.
was the first drummer in Dome Shots, and Dome Shots was the shit.
I
Oh
didn't
my
know
God.
them, so it's like he's kind of almost embarrassed about that even when it comes up. You know,
Yeah, Mike Reed was the shit.
he's
man.
still the shit.
Yes,
You know Mike Reed,
Yes, dude.
Funky.
I do.
funky ass
Yeah,
white boy, man.
absolutely.
Right.
That boy is
absolutely.
He said a funky ass white boy. You
That
make
boy-
a stank face.
The best.
That's how he did it when he played drum like that.
Yeah,
Right. All right. Now to establish what has happened. This is an old pirate from Pittsburgh. Go way back. Right. And this guy just had a widowmaker ass fucking heart attack.
That's what they call it.
You just had the
Yeah.
worst fucking heart attack possible. You kicked its ass,
Yeah.
and you were like, "Fuck off,
Oh my god.
not today."
Yeah.
Right? And here
Not
you
today,
are.
Death.
It's like 2 weeks later.
Yeah, I'm on the 3rd week right now.
What the fuck, dude?
I know.
You should be
I
in
know.
bed.
I
What the
should be.
fuck is going on?
I should be.
It's
Adelaide,
my fault.
Adelaide was like, you about to drive that far? I'm like, yeah, I'm going. I got to get out of the house.
Oh my god!
Enough
Oh,
Call
yeah.
of Duty.
Thank you for being here.
absolutely.
Thank you for being
No,
here.
man. Hey, right when Chris got a hold of me, I'm like, hell yeah, we need to do a PSA for all of our folks.
That's how
Right.
I feel.
That's
You know,
right.
so like
Right.
we learn about this, how everybody learns about things these days on fucking Facebook, right?
Right.
So it was like, holy shit, like, you know, share it with my wife, you know, holy shit, you know, like, and so then we learned like, okay, like he's cool, whatever. And I hit you up right away,
Yeah.
you know, and
Yeah.
was like, dude, would love to see you like when you're ready. And then I started thinking like, why not have you here to talk about it? Because we're all of the same age,
Yeah.
you know, and this could
I
be
think
I
this
think
could
I
be
said
good for
quit being
somebody.
a pussy or something like that on Facebook or something like that.
Oh, they rub some dirt in it, something like that.
Yeah. Put a lemon on it. You'll be all right.
Oh,
Spray
that's
some Windex on
sympathy
it.
heart attack. You gotta
Yeah.
give it that sympathy.
No,
heart
because
attack.
we're Gen X, right? So we think
Oh yeah.
we're tough.
we ain't gentle.
No,
Oh no.
right? So this is a message for it because I had a stroke too.
Exactly.
I had a minor stroke.
When you said that, I was like, holy fuck, what the
Yeah.
hell? I didn't know. You know, and
Yeah.
I was like, damn, see where that. So about 2 or 3 weeks before this happened,
Okay. Oh, please.
I saw on Hulu. I watched. You guys like Bill Burr?
Yeah,
Yeah.
dude. I love
He's got
Bill
that
Burr.
special called The Drop Dead Years.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Talks about exactly like this. People our age, people he knows, all of a sudden they just die.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? Because of
Mm.
shit like this, and you know, it's. I ate, and here's the funny thing: I was at work, normal day, and you know,
Yeah,
I
I
was doing
want
my
all these
shit,
details.
and then someone brought in fucking donuts to work. I'm like, oh, we have half a old fashioned donut.
No more donuts.
just a half one. I'm gonna have me half one.
Yeah, it's delicious.
It's delicious, right?
Old fashioned
glaze,
crackly
man.
kind.
Fuck yeah! I
All
was like,
in.
this is the hella good.
Is there a coffee?
There was no coffee. I had only had water. I had a coffee earlier in the morning. Right?
All right.
But everything was fine, and all of a sudden I'm like, oh shit! I kind of feel like I got heartburn.
Okay.
And then it kind of escalated from there, where I'm like, oh, all right, there's more than just heartburn. So then I had like a Coke Zero in the fridge. I thought, okay, let me start burping or something like that, right?
Right.
Nah, took some Tums. I was like, all right, I'm gonna go home.
Okay, so hold on. You eat the donut. How long? This is going to be very much like your stroke episode. How long before you're like, oh, I don't feel so right?
I would say almost instantaneously.
Okay.
It was like almost like 5 to 10 minutes. Like,
okay. Yeah, 5 to 10 minutes. And then you have a Coke and some Tums. Like,
right.
In what period of time? Was this over the course of a half an hour?
Yeah. Yeah.
So from the time you ate the donut and started feeling it to the time you left work, a half an hour.
Specifically, I remember because I was in a meeting. I was showing some dudes from the county. We were trying to pull some data lines, so I'm showing them all this, and they left. It was around 9:30. So between that point and by the time I got home, because this is all happening, I'm like, all right, guys, I got to go home. I'm not feeling good. This shit's not going away. Drove home. It was about 10:15.
You fucking drove home having a heart attack? You're
So
metal, dude.
You're
so fucking metal, dude.
Sweating like a pig.
How
man.
far from work to home?
It was only 10 minutes. So
Okay.
Like 10-minute drive, right? Get home and then like I self-induced myself to throw up. So I'm thinking that's something I ate. It's got to be something. So
Something's really wrong if you're going that far.
Right.
And probably still lying to yourself about what's happening, right?
Right. Well, after I throw up, I'll see if I feel better because, indigestion.
Right.
When in the back of your mind did the detective click on and be like, this
it was already something.
Might be...
I'm doing the steps first, right? I'm like, okay, let me try this. Let me try this. So I'm doing it.
Yeah.
And then I just started sweating like a pig.
Oh,
I tried to turn my AC to like 60 degrees, dude. Because I was,
man.
I was just like, I couldn't get cool. Sweating, started getting labor. When I got that labored breath, I was like,
you're home alone.
I'm home alone, man. Yep. And I'm like, get this shit.
Just got back from Hawaii, dude. Not long ago.
I know. And I was like, oh, I can't die here. I gotta die in Hawaii. Fuck this, gotta Oh shit! So then I lay in my bed, man.
Careful, man.
And I sit down in my bed and I'm doing the typical man shit. I'm gonna sleep it off.
Right.
I'm gonna sleep it off.
Gen X.
Right.
Dumbass.
Fuck! I'm gonna sleep it off, and then I'm like, nah.
Oh, smart.
Better not. So I text my wife, hey babe, and she only works 10 minutes away from
smart
work.
man.
Hey, you better come home, take me to the
smart man.
So before that text, she knew you were not feeling well.
No, that was first
that
time.
was the first text.
That was the first time.
Oh,
Yeah,
man.
I know, dude. Okay.
Okay, so that's the lesson. Don't be so fucking tough out
Right,
there.
yeah.
Goddammit.
Right. And this is like beyond any kind of like heartburn I've ever had. It started escalating. Like after I threw up, it like escalated worse.
Right.
And check this shit out, man. In my mind, I'm like thinking, oh fuck, I threw up and there was like a little bit of a mess. I'm like, oh man, something happens. I don't want my wife to have to clean this up, so I clean up my throw up.
Right.
I clean up my throw up too.
As a proper husband
Yeah, I
would.
think that's what we were.
Right.
I'm dying, but first.
Yeah. Oh shit. Oh fuck. Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's why I'm divorced, man.
So I'm upstairs.
Oh, man.
I text her and I'm like, oh well, if it gets worse and I can't walk down the stairs, I better meet her. So I go down to the garage.
Okay.
I kind of sit down in the garage and I'm sitting there and I'm like
So
sweating, just like puddle of sweat.
at this point, you are
that much.
resigned. Something is wrong.
Man, it ain't normal, right?
Yeah.
This is way beyond fucking
Yeah,
gas.
I mean, you're
Way
you're
beyond
being
gas.
prepared enough by heading downstairs because you don't even know if you're going to last that long.
Right,
Now we're slightly getting worried.
Yes. Oh, big time.
Right.
Especially when when I'm looking down and I see the drops of sweat, man, just coming right off me.
And
man.
you're not you're not on stage.
Did
There's
nothing.
no lights.
Did nothing.
Because my
Right.
man's metal as fuck, y'all.
Fuck yeah. Bringing all the lights. I'm like,
Right.
I'm about to glisten.
Well, that's why I want people to understand, because you are a real tough fucking guy.
Yeah. it was
You're real
fun,
fucking young.
Yeah.
And so you're not being a pussy about this. You're being a little too tough. And because of that, you almost fucking exit stage left even.
Yes. Because this is like an hour already, right? Since the pain started. I'm like 45 an hour in.
Right.
And this is like, yeah.
Right. You
that's
were
what I
too
mean.
tough. Thank God you called your wife.
I know. And she was just like, she just left for work. She's like, I gotta go. And just left. They were like, okay, go, bye.
But still too tough to call 911.
No, yeah, that's what I'm getting to.
Yeah.
You know.
No, he's not.
No.
He's still in denial.
Still in denial.
But slightly
Still.
worried.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm about a like out of a 10, I'm like a 5 on the worry scale.
You are so fucking metal.
But when I'm walking to her car, she pulls up and she's like, and I just say, just stay in the car. I'm going to walk to the car. I couldn't fully stand up. I was like, oh shit.
What were you sitting on?
I was sitting on like a stool in the garage.
Oh, okay.
In the garage. I was
so
waiting
like
for her,
chair height.
Yeah.
And you couldn't stand up.
I stood up, but I was like slouched over. And I was like, oh damn.
Blood pressure all fucked up.
Blood pressure, everything, right?
Yeah.
And I couldn't like, so every time you like do a deep inhale, it would catch about halfway like that. And I couldn't finish
Oh
the
my
deep
God.
inhale, right? So like the whole time.
It's
And
like
I'm-
getting buried alive.
Yeah, it's like you have felt the suffocation.
Oh my
almost,
God.
right? So
Terrible.
right when I got in the car, I like boom, I turned the AC all the way full blast. I'm like, all right, we gotta go to the ER. She goes, which one do you want to go to? I'm like, Martinez. She goes, it's not in Martinez. I'm like, oh yeah, go to Walnut Creek then. So we start, and I in the middle there, I was like, honey, I think I'm having a heart attack. And she goes, don't say that. Don't say that. I'm like, no, this is. I mean, my arm wasn't hurting, nothing like that, but it felt like people say, oh, does it feel like pressure on your chest? Like someone sitting on your chest. I'm like, yeah, if that fucking dude had a big ass spike in his ass and was like sitting on my, because it was like stabbing pain all the way through my chest to my back.
Mm-hmm.
So the pressure, like I couldn't take a deep breath. Yes. But then that fucking knife, right?
Oh my God. I
So-
gotta stab it 3 times?
No, like constant. And then it's like vibrating. I was like, oh shit.
Yeah, so there wasn't a,
Oh my God.
your heart beats. So was it any kind of like irregular feel, like could you feel the beat, or was it just a pain and pressure?
It's just the pain and pressure.
Oh, so there was no
Right.
you know.
I couldn't tell. And
Okay.
maybe it was because, and I was trying to
Oh,
feel.
that's right. You guys are both percussionists.
Right. No, I was feeling that rhythm. I was trying to feel. I was trying to see if that was like
Feel the rhythm.
Right.
But I think it was. You know what? Now that I think it was like sped up a bit because I think it
Holy
was trying.
shit.
Right.
Right.
But that wasn't the source of the pain.
Mm.
Okay.
Yeah, it was like
Interesting.
the pain is actually was like dead center, man, and then all the way to my back. So it went all the way through.
Uh-huh.
You know, like people say, "Oh, is your left arm numb or something?" Like, no, none of that was like that. This was like
Just like a spike through
spike
you.
through me, man.
Like
And
fucking Han Solo. When his son stabs him in the fucking
Right.
chest.
Everyone,
Spoilers!
take a drink. Oh man. I've thought about doing that when it's like he says Batman. It's like a drinking game for actual people
Oh,
to
no,
die.
No, only Russians would be able to watch this show.
yeah. So yeah, man. So we're on the way, and I just say, babe, just go right to the yard. Don't worry about parking. They don't. If you just have your hazards on, and then right when I got out, she had to kind of help me because I was like, like leaning over.
Fuck.
And so my uncle, my dad's brother, my Uncle Rudy, he died of a heart attack around 50 years old.
Oh.
When he went to the ER, he didn't tell them that he was having chest pains. He said he couldn't. He was coughing. He was having coughing fits. So they let him sit in the ER, and that's kind of where. And that was in my mind. I was like, I'm gonna tell him right away. I'm having chest pains, can't breathe. So right when we got there, they said that, and then they kind of put me right in the front.
Code blue.
Right, and this lady behind me goes, "Hey, I was here first."
Yeah, bitch.
Shut up, Darren. I'm fucking dying. I'm fucking dying over bitch.
So your wife is in there with you, or she's with the guy to park the car?
No, she's there with me.
Okay,
and-
fuck the car.
right,
We're having a
because
heart
she's kind
attack.
of helping me talk to
Yeah.
them, telling them all my information, and they get me in. They put me on. They get me into a room real fast. Hooked me up to some shit, and dude's like, "Oh, you're having a heart attack, a massive heart attack right now." And he basically said things are gonna move real fast here. So I'm like, all right. And then also in my infinite wisdom, I didn't wear jeans. I wore basketball shorts, thinking that if something had to happen, they had to do something real quick. It was quick,
Yeah.
What a
You knew
polite,
something was wrong.
What
Damn.
a polite.
But you didn't want to admit it.
Put on some clean draws, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Right. No, the truth is, he didn't want them cut through them jeans. He's
Right.
like, fuck that. Them
Yeah.
shits is hell of expensive.
These are raw specials, baby. Yeah. Right? But so they just, boom, they stripped me down hella fast. And then,
Oh, yeah. They're like, what, he manscaped?
well, no.
He manscaped?
They started manscaping me. I'm like, pain's up here.
Are you serious?
Right here. Like,
Right. Damn.
well, they said in case they're going to try to go on my wrist, but if they have to go through my groin,
They're
they have to
ready
do
to
that.
go.
They're ready to go.
Yeah.
You know, they had no time, man. They dropped a couple pills on my mouth, Plavix and aspirin. He said, chew it. No, they can't give you anything to drink. So I chewed this.
Great.
Holy fuck, dude. This is like alien abduction.
Dude, there was like 8 people in the room all at once. And
Right,
it started
right.
happening. Right, yeah.
Sounds.
Yeah.
Dude,
everything.
dude.
Yep. And they're all talking to each other. And I'm
Tools
just like,
and shit.
I'm just a witness to all this shit.
Hella
Right?
sterile.
Dude, not really, because ER.
Right.
It's the ER room. They're just like, fuck it. So then they
Rust and shit.
Blood everywhere.
Blood
Yeah.
everywhere. Fuck,
7-Eleven
dude.
garbage
Someone's
can.
old shoe still there.
The
Oh,
brain
man,
matter
that's
off of the table
Yeah,
behind the
dude.
jumping
dude.
Pizza and cheeseburger.
Seriously, they just got
Yeah.
back from lunch. He had like a slap of like tomato on his cheek. Like, what's going on? Right?
No
I'm
mask.
like, fuck, dude. And then so they take me up. They take me out of the room. And they're all rushing. And then this is a fucked up thing, man. So I look over, and my wife's there, and they had 2 counselors talking to her already,
Oh man.
like giving her the talk. Yeah, so she's just like watching me leave, and I'm like, "Fuck, that's fucked up."
The talk.
The talk, man. Right,
Pause.
Yeah.
Okay, so did she tell you what the talk consisted of?
Just
Oh
tell, yeah.
my
They said the
God,
possibilities. What kind of like it was a major, massive heart attack. And,
Man,
you know,
that's horrible.
and she's like all the time just watching me go. She
Yeah.
had just parked the car, so she had reparked and
Oh,
she
so
came
it
back.
came back in.
yeah.
Yeah, that would be awful. Like
Yeah.
I could imagine if it was your mom to me, but like if I just like her, if she was having a heart attack
Dude.
and I just like went in and then like all of a sudden they grabbed me and were like, heart attack,
you gotta go
get
right now.
fucking ready.
Right.
It what?
Yeah.
So shock, basically, right?
Big time. Yeah. The look on her face was just kind of like, oh, I was like, yeah.
Damn.
You know, and then they take me
Metal.
because at this time they didn't give me no painkillers, no nothing, just
Yeah,
aspirin.
like they
Plavix.
didn't have time to,
No time,
right?
No time.
Yeah.
So they took me straight up to
Holy
the cath
shit.
lab, man, put me on the table. You know, and they have a new team, the cath team, and they start prepping me up. They have put like these blast shields, these like covers all around me,
Yeah.
right? And then this one of the nurses said, "Okay, we're gonna give you some," you know, she's like questioning me, like, what pill did you take?" I'm all Plavix. No, it's Plavix. It's Plavix. Say it to me. Plavix. I'm like, Plavix. Okay, it's Plavix. I don't know what that was all about. But then she started telling me, okay, they're gonna, you put a catheter up my main artery here to get 2 stents or to get stents in there. And then they said, oh, we just gave you some fentanyl to kill the pain, right? But we don't have time for it to kick in. We're gonna start operating. So they fucking put the shit in my artery. I just remember seeing the like blast shield, like saw some shit splash on the shield. I'm like, oh man, is that blood? What is that? Right. So they like, yeah, they're doing their shit, and I'm feeling everything because the fentanyl did not kick in, and I'm like, just okay, I'm just gonna be the perfect patient. Just lay here, and I mean, no matter what they were doing here, like,
Yeah.
was minimal compared to the pain I was still feeling in my chest. Right?
Holy
I know,
shit,
man.
dude.
I was awake through the whole thing.
This is some Quentin Tarantino
Through the
shit.
whole thing. Okay,
Awake through the
so
whole thing,
That
man.
is metal as
Yeah.
fuck.
Yeah.
does it seem,
God
does it
damn.
seem like it's happening real fast?
Yes, but there's a point when they're doing. I hear them talking. It was kind of quiet. They're doing their thing. Maybe it was just quiet in my head, but I had a moment to reflect. I'm not gonna say I saw my life pass before my eyes, but I definitely looked back and like, well, fuck, man, I did all I can. I'm being the perfect patient. I'm gonna do what they tell me. But man, if this is it, you know what? I'm good. And I lived a good life. And I really thought that, man. Like, yeah, I was really thinking that, man. I was like, well, fuck. What can I do from this point except just do what they tell me, right? And
I've already done me.
right.
I guess like if there's rules now, I
Right.
guess I got to do that.
Yeah,
Hopefully,
right. Yeah.
they paid attention in school.
It's just too late now. It's too late now to pray to some God.
That's when you pray to Satan.
Lord, if you this thing, help!
Keep me me
No.
going,
Right,
Dark
dude.
Lord. Right.
Oh, Baphomet.
So you said
Hell
they immediately up your arm, 2 stents. How did they examine you? How did they already know 2 stents? Is that just like
Oh, right before
normal?
they started doing that, they did put some monitors on me. They like did some kind of like
Okay.
ECG.
So they could see
echocardiogram.
exactly what's happening.
They could tell.
Okay.
The main fucking artery, 100% blocked.
Right.
That's like you said.
That
That's
fucking
the
donut.
That's the Widowmaker right there.
That donut was the last bit.
No, man.
He didn't chew it good enough.
I even thought about that shit. Like, I mean, I love me the old fashioned, but if that's the last thing I get to eat, motherfucker.
Right. Right. That's the last thing.
I might be okay with that.
I don't know. That's
It
a
was
little
slamming.
too Homer Simpson for me.
It was slamming, but it wasn't a ribeye steak.
No.
Yeah, I got
you
you.
want like a lobster tail or
Right.
something.
Oh, yeah.
A steak.
I want Luhan
man.
and Son Pizza Company pizza.
Shit, maybe even some like
Anyways.
crispy, crunchy chicken, even shit, man.
Yeah.
So now
Gas
you're on
station
like
chicken.
super healthy diet.
Mm,
We're eating salmons and cruciferous veggies now.
yeah.
We're
No
staying
salt,
away
really
from-
low salt.
Right.
I haven't had any fried foods, which is very rare for a flip.
Correct.
Filipino.
Right.
I'm taking
Yeah.
notes.
The
Yeah.
I better
Filipinos.
make my change now.
Yeah. Fried
Dude,
chicken, dude.
nope.
Oh,
Hold
none
me
of
to
that,
this.
No lumpia, gone.
man. Right.
Right.
But I have found, we got a turkey breast, and I slow roasted it with some herbs and shit like that.
Hell
Man,
yeah.
I'm making sandwiches. And,
Dude, you can make a salmon sinigang now. You can do all kinds of good shit.
Shrimps and all
Yeah,
all
dude,
that. Yeah,
fuck yeah.
yeah. There's things. I mean, I gotta still explore them. You know,
Mm-hmm.
but one thing is, I don't want to hold the household hostage to my diet. You know.
Yeah, I've done that before.
Yeah, and it's
We're going keto, everybody.
right,
You
and
know.
it's hard, man, because it's like we got young, 18 and 16, and fuck, man, I don't want to be like, yeah, you can't have no salt. Sorry, guys. I mean, no, I'm like, if I have to make my own, I have to make my own. But my wife is very like, she is like eagle-eyed.
Oh man.
I see you looking at those chips. Yeah,
Right.
My-
No chips, man. Yeah. No.
yeah. And I'm gonna learn like every once in a while, right? You can treat yourself,
Yes.
but not like I used to. Like
Yeah.
treating myself like, oh my. And I was always on the rush, man. I was always on the go. So I'm like, oh, I got half hour for lunch.
Yeah.
I guess I'm going to McDonald's today or some shit because I didn't
Yeah.
have time to go make lunch. Well, you know what? I got time. I can't be.
Yeah, that's the
Yeah.
unfortunate thing of being on the road with a band too.
Mhm.
A lot of times you're on just driving down 5.
Yeah.
Where you're gonna stop.
Jack in the Box,
yeah.
Carl's Jr., all that shit, right?
Yeah.
It's hard, man. It's especially when you're doing that, and meal prep. I guess I gotta learn how to do meal prep more. That's the thing. But I'm always looking for suggestions, man. I know, Brandon, you've been living a healthier lifestyle, man, and I'm definitely open to getting some recipes.
I try to eat good,
Yeah.
because I want delicious food. But
Right.
I had to change, man.
Yeah.
I can't be eating adobo every fucking week. But I love it.
I know, and my wife didn't make adobo the night before, so I'm like, maybe it was that. Some pork belly adobo too.
tried to
Hey,
It was hella good. It was hella good.
Pack those bags for that guilt trip.
So let's see. You're 100% blocked. The 2 stents did
Two
it.
stints, yeah.
2 stents did it.
Yeah.
How do they unclog it? It's surgery, huh?
Oh, so yeah, they sent these. It's a stent, right? So it goes through my artery and it's like a balloon,
Oh, I see.
and it scrapes also as it's going on.
Wow. Without setting a
Oh,
clog. and all
Right,
that.
right.
So it's like Drano.
Yeah. A little snake
Oh,
going up now.
I see.
So it's in me. It's in me now, and I don't know where the fuck
Yeah.
it's at. Somewhere here.
You're cyborg?
Yeah. Well, it's a plastic one.
You're a
Or
fucking
some shit.
cyborg.
Yeah.
You already started. Ghost in
Yeah.
the shell.
But look
shit.
at this shit. Okay,
Yeah.
this is the crazy shit. Oh, see, my arm is still really bruised up.
Okay,
But
Wolverine.
dude,
You got retractable knives in there?
that's where they fucking went in. I can't even see this shit no more.
Yeah.
Don't.
And you're like, I don't
Yeah.
trust this. How is this in my
No,
heart?
because they got
But you can feel it.
cameras.
Feel that right there.
If he barks like a dog.
No, feel that. Like you can feel a bump. That's,
Oh yeah.
That's where they went in, right there. But I see nothing on my fucking leg. A little bit of looks like a little mark. That's it. I'm fucking amazed, dude.
Wow.
That,
Modern science. Goddamn
Goddamn
shit.
technology!
They
Take
have,
a
one
look
of,
at-
they have the stent, and then they have one of those like things with the grip with the alligator mouth. And that's how they get it up there.
Right.
And then they let go.
Waka,
And,
waka, waka,
yeah,
waka.
yeah.
Totally.
What the
Wow.
hell?
Dude,
He would have to go
seriously.
through Batman. You know what I'm saying?
Oh man, no
Right?
way.
No way.
Yeah, no way. I'm Batman.
Well, no, I ask Batman all the time. He talks back.
My best friend.
Yeah.
My
Yeah.
best friend.
I believe you, but Batman's telling me a lie.
Yeah.
No.
He's the more reasonable
Yeah.
entity.
Yeah.
But yeah, man.
Talking shit.
I was there for 3 days, and
That's
fuck,
it.
man. And they let me go home. I'm like, "Are you sure?
You were like, "Are you sure?"
Are you sure? Let me
Okay.
go home." And they're like, "Yeah, get the fuck out of here. We need to clear up this bed."
So you were there for 3 days. What in those 3 days did you do? They wait for you to shit or something? That's only if you have anesthesia and you're passed.
Right.
Right.
I didn't. I actually couldn't eat the first day. I had no appetite.
They make you like walk
Not
around
the first day. The second
Okay.
day, yeah, I got up and walked a little bit.
Mhm.
They were giving me morphine too because I was still having some chest pains, and they had they had this thing that was clamped over this to seal the wound, but then they had these IVs sticking here and here, and they were giving me something to keep me hydrated, but it was like a gel, and it was starting. You could see it's still really fucking bruised here.
Oh yeah.
It was so painful, and then they added a second something to make it like saline to make it more liquidy.
Mm-hmm.
But the whole time I was like, "Fuck, man, this is what hurt me."
Yeah, because
And,
the fentanyl didn't have time to kick in or anything like that.
So they gave me morphine,
yeah.
and then I'm like, it wasn't really doing much. So I said, "Hey, I think I need more morphine," and give me the double amount. And then the second time, I just threw up everything.
Morphine would be.
Oh,
I
really?
know. Yeah, what? They say, yeah, just click the button. I'm like,
You threw up everything? What is everything?
whatever was left. Because remember, this was Saturday when this time
Uh-huh.
I didn't eat nothing
Heart attack was on.
Friday early morning.
Okay, Friday early morning. This Saturday.
and
You
I'm
threw
like,
up. You threw up what everything that was in you from
anything.
before.
Yeah, and it was a lot though. It was just like, and then my wife was like, "Oh, ew." Yeah, I was like, so that morphine just made me like get sick. But also I'm sure everything else. And then finally,
the
that night.
morphine.
yeah, I think that night I finally had an appetite and I ate after that happened.
The Jello and shit.
Big old hamburger.
Yeah. I wish, man. Oh my god.
Fucking beef ribs.
Oh, yeah. Lentils
Yeah.
and
Oh,
fruit.
This is good for
I've
you.
got a
Yeah.
nice recipe that's like scrambled eggs, lentils, spinach, or kale.
Yeah,
I do have a nice that is delicious.
Do you
and
cook the
healthy.
lentils first to make them more?
Oh, you know what I do? I buy the lentils that are already cooked in like that package,
Oh, okay.
and then so I just like cut it open. I like that package will probably make like 4 different days worth. So I'll just like cut it with a knife and then like put it in the pan and like, yeah, they're already cooked. I cheat.
Oh, that's all good. Shit. As long as it's not processed, right? And the
Yeah.
processed part is the one that.
Yeah.
that'll
My
fuck you up.
brother, the scientist, was the sage of sausages and just loved meat.
Hmm.
But then he started working for Impossible. And he started learning about meat and all
Right.
of that stuff. And he went to all vegetarian.
Really?
And then he left Impossible and he stayed vegetarian.
Wow.
So he's like,
They
his
got
lentil recipes are awesome. He's all into that shit. So he wants,
So is he an advocate for Impossible Meat? I mean, is that
he no longer works with the company, but he likes it,
okay?
right? And it's
Okay.
at like, it's fucking Starbucks breakfast sandwich or some shit.
Right.
I guess so. Yeah.
Yeah.
I just imagined a pack of meat at a Starbucks, and I was like, "No, come
Nah,
on."
No, it's
I'm
like
good.
it's a little sandwich or whatever. But
Yeah.
no, I'm just saying that there is a way to live healthily, and it's very delicious and awesome. Because I'm a meatosaurus.
Yeah.
But I might also go that way eventually.
Yeah, I just don't know if I could do full.
No more sushi.
Well, I will always
Pescatarian.
I will always eat that.
Yeah.
Because
I'll
it's
tell
healthy.
you why.
It's healthier. Yeah. It's healthy.
Fish don't give a fuck. They don't give a fuck. There's no feelings there.
There's a new report out that says like they feel the whole like for 28 minutes after you've caught them, they are feeling.
Really?
This is just like in the past week,
Okay.
but I'd still eat that shit. So sorry to break your heart.
I try to stop eating octopus because they're so smart.
They
Yeah.
are
They're
real
delicious.
smart.
Fuck. They're delicious.
I was talking to Micah.
They are hella smart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're hella smart.
I was talking to Micah, who is a vegan. I believe he's vegan. What the hell were we talking about? He was like talking about how like we know that there's like this underground root system that all of the plants it's like they talk to
talk,
each other,
right?
right? So it's like he was saying like he thinks at some point in the future we may get to a point where it's like we're not eating any of that shit and we see it all as brutal.
All right.
Right. That's some Asimov shit
Ooh.
where you develop yeast and you can control the flavor of yeast and replicate anything. And it's in his Foundation series. Like there's this one planet that masters it. So if you want fucking lobster or steak, you can go to that system and you can.
It's all yeast.
Yeah.
It's all.
Yeah. That's where we'll go.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Until we find out
Delicious.
that yeast has feelings.
Right.
Because we're so fucking touchy-feely.
Well, it is.
Get the fuck out of here, man. I'll bite your throat out. I don't give a shit. I'll look you right in the eye as I'm biting you. Yeah,
that shit is
motherfucker. You
alive
take
as
delicious.
fuck.
You take delicious. I got sharp teeth for a reason. Get the fuck out of here with that soft bullshit. I'm eating you, bro. I'm top of the food chain.
Those are some, what do they call it? Incisors?
Incisors?
I'm top of the food chain. Prove me wrong. I'm top of the food chain. I'll eat a giraffe. I don't give a fuck. I'll have a neck bone sandwich for a long ass time.
Hell yeah. I will try something always, at least one time.
Yeah.
Giraffe ain't off the board.
It's not. I'll eat a tiger. I don't give a fuck. I'll eat a parrot while it's like, don't kill me. I'm fucking eating you, bitch.
And it's not even for survival.
Right.
It ain't even for survival.
Not even for survival. I just go to the pet store looking to bite something.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm tasting it. Just to let them know.
Oh.
Top of the food chain.
Ask somebody. All right.
I'm playing. It's the drugs, you guys. It gets me, man. Speaking of drugs.
Yeah, he fucks us up.
Dude, I'm sorry, but I'm not.
It's all good. So, Ron.
Sir.
Make sure to like and subscribe and join our Discord and Patreon. Check out our links.
Now back to the show.
I mean, this is going to sound weird, but this just came to me. Like, we didn't really talk about, like, we know you through bands. What's your, like, band history real quick? I'll even edit this to the beginning. I don't care.
I was going to talk about it. He's a musician. I was going to be like, what's up with touring now and playing and all that type of shit now that you got to take it easy?
Well...
What's the name
we
of
had
the
to
band?
cancel. Wolves Live Here. It's a metal band. We've been playing since 2017.
I tried to.
Yeah, but the first band was Kill Rush.
Right.
And then these motherfuckers, I just remember going, Underground 8, I know these motherfuckers.
Yeah.
I know these dudes, right? I was like, oh, wait a minute. I didn't know Brandon had a brother. Good. I thought Bruce, I was like, all right.
Yeah.
Because I didn't know Bruce at this point. I just knew.
Oh, okay.
I just knew, Brandon.
I was friendly with Bruce before I was friendly with Brandon.
Shit, right? And so I was like, damn, y'all had the same haircut. I was like, are they brothers?
Yeah, you had long hair at that point.
I was like, I know Brandon got brothers, but I don't remember that brother.
Right, he's a cousin.
That's cousin. I was like, oh, well, damn.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, it was like instantaneous though, like you said.
Yeah.
And it's partials because we're playing rock music. You guys are playing more funk rock.
All right.
But we're all from the Berg, and it was that right there brings you instantaneous like closeness.
Yeah, we
early to
and
mid-90s.
We weren't competing with each other.
It was no
because we were completely different than each other.
Right.
So we were just like champions of each other.
Right. We support you, you support us. It was like and like and Kenny too. Kenny's like he might as well have grown up with all of us too.
Yeah.
So he's that dude too.
You were in Kill Rush, and every band since then has had Kenny in it.
There's been a couple bands where where he was not singing in it, and it was more like these kind of alternative ambient bands I was in. Just not his style.
Yeah.
But yeah, almost 3/4 of every band I've been in.
Yeah,
That's
great.
And he's my brother from another mother, man. But Kenny is he's down.
He's the best.
Yeah,
He's a badass.
He's
a motherfucking badass.
Hell yeah, And when you find folks like that, man, you keep them around. You don't.
Yeah.
You wanna. Yeah, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And that's Kenny, man. He is my brother, man. So yeah, first band till now.
Yeah.
Fucking 30 years.
Wow.
30 fucking something years? Shit.
That's crazy.
So he just asked you were about to say you had to cancel a tour or something?
Well, no, we had 2 shows, one in Boardwalk and one in Reno. That would have happened this last weekend. So
okay.
My ass was in bed. I asked the doctor, hey, we got a show coming up next week, a couple weeks. Do you think I could play? And she's like, probably not.
Crickets.
Right.
They didn't even answer
probably
you.
not. But we got a show on the 11th that I'm going to do.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Coming up. It's in Livermore. My wife was like, oh, what? You're still doing that?
Fucking Superman comes out that day.
Oh, shit.
It's my son's birthday, too.
Oh.
7-Eleven.
7-Eleven.
Quality
Oh.
junk comes out on that day.
Well,
When I first saw the trailer for the new Superman
mhm,
and they busted out with the old music,
mhm.
Uh-huh.
I was like,
I teared up, dude.
right. I was like,
Nope, I teared up. James Gunn is going to knock this movie out of the park.
I really feel it. I really feel that.
I think
man.
he's going to knock it out of
I
the
really
fucking
feel
park.
that.
And
But
I'm a Batman fan. I don't even like Superman.
I know.
And I think this is going to be a dope
I
movie.
know. I know. It's James Gunn.
It's James Gunn.
It's James fucking Gunn, man.
That fuck yeah.
I mean, come on. One thing though,
Slither.
the first time I saw his costume, though, I was like, oh, I was not a fan of it. But I'm not gonna. It's not to the point where I'm gonna be like, oh, fuck this because of suit. I ain't that kind of dude, right? But the dude looks legit. Crypto, come on. Crypto, come on. Well, all the old school Superman, like people that aren't into Superman, they're like, oh, what the fuck does he have a dog? It's like, yeah, that's Crypto,
Dude, I clapped.
right? I'm like,
I saw that dog. I was like, James Gunn knows exactly what the fuck he's doing.
He's a fan.
And this is going to be dope.
He's a fan.
Truth,
All
He's a
gonna be
fan.
justice, and the
An
American
American
way.
motherfucking way.
So my question is, if America goes bad, does Superman go bad?
No.
He
I
fights
know.
America? If America
Well,
goes
you know what?
bad,
In
Superman
Dark Knight,
goes bad,
in Dark
Batman.
Knight, he did.
Right. Right.
But in James Gunn's Superman,
that won't happen.
I don't think so.
I don't think so either.
I don't think so.
Right.
Not in James Gunn.
I think James Gunn is going to remind America what America is, and let's get our shit together.
It's gonna be like, you know what? Lex Luthor is like Elon Musk.
So, but what you're
Brainiac is going to be Bezos. Amazon reaching everything, dude, listening and everything.
So what you're saying is this is going to
Yeah. Let's go.
this is going to be bigger than just a Superman movie. This is going to be a statement about America.
I think so, dude. James Gunn fucks like that. He fucks
Yeah.
like that. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. I think he's going to raw dog America to death with
Yeah.
patriotism.
Yep. I mean, fuck. what
I
is
could
it?
already see the right's stance on it. They'll just be like, "It's just a movie. It's just a movie."
Yeah, of course.
You know,
Of course they're gonna do
you
that.
take it serious. It's just a
Ah.
movie.
I think it's going to be a great addition to pop culture. And then just a couple of weeks after that, we're going to get Doctor Doom and Fantastic Four.
Oh yes, I'm excited about that because it's a whole different world, right? It's not the MCU world. I mean, it's MCU, but it's a whole different one.
I don't know anything about it.
No,
I
but
just-
I'm just looking at the visuals.
I just got a Doctor Doom.
Right? Who's that?
Who's that guy?
Is that Robert Downey behind that mask?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's my Jack Kirby solid stainless
What you know about Jack
steel.
Kirby, Evo? What you know about Jack Kirby?
Real
Shit.
nerd shit.
Well, shit. What you know about Jack Kirby?
Folks don't know this comic book nerd right
Oh
here.
my god,
Man, I mean, you know, I started again.
I do. Me too. I've been going to Flying Color Comics. I'm like, god damn, the addiction is real,
Flying
I don't-
Colors?
dude. I haven't even read 3/4 of comics I buy. I'm just like,
That's like
this.
me with records.
Yeah, I know, man. You just buy it, right?
Yep.
Eventually, you get to it.
Yep.
My comics be looking at me too, like, when you gonna read me?
Yeah, you remember me?
I
Remember me?
know, dude.
Shit.
Yeah, I go to Flying Colors too, Uncle Joe.
Right? Uncle
Yeah.
Joe repping it, keeping it real, man. That guy's still around.
He's
Never,
right.
Never was is gone. All those other ones is gone. But
Right.
Flying
God
Color,
damn, the Land
man.
never was.
Land never was. Shit.
You are an OG for that
Oh
one.
man, I still got some comics. I still got that tag.
I
That-
still talk to those fools. That dude that ran it,
Mhm.
James,
Yeah.
he lives in Thailand.
What?
He comes to California once a year. He calls me, calls Bruce, calls a handful of friends. He's like, I'm gonna be at the Hofbräu at fucking
Harry's.
yeah. We meet that fool out there once a year. Yeah, the
Damn.
dude from Never Was.
Oh my god.
Comic friends, comic
Oh,
bonds, no
yeah.
joke. And this fool just entered.
Welcome.
Yeah,
Welcome.
Thank you.
fucking
We're all
comic
inclusive.
It's
nerd.
nice to be
We're
here.
all inclusive. We're all inclusive here, baby.
Yep.
Yeah,
We don't turn around. We don't turn away anybody.
yeah. Comic books, man. Read
Right.
more comics.
All right. It does. I'm serious, man. You could be anywhere, and all of a sudden you bring up comic books, and it's like you're just like your own little conversation. Everyone's like, "Oh, fucking nerds." Like,
Yeah.
no, don't.
Hell yeah! Rest in peace, Ed
Right.
Piscor.
Too bad I don't like superhero comics.
You don't have to.
I know.
Frank
Yeah.
Miller, Sin City,
Right.
no comic, no
Right.
superheroes.
Last Ronin.
Sure.
Wow, Last
Or
Ronin.
it was just Ronin. Was it just
Well,
Ronin?
there's Ronin, and there's Ronin 2. We just did it.
Yeah.
I did get a Catwoman Brubaker book that barely had like. Her in her
Yeah, but who
suit
did
and
the artwork?
I guess was it Phillips?
Mm-mm. Not for that one.
Shit.
It's a famous guy. He'll come to you.
It's a famous guy.
He's dead now. You have to go look it up.
Google that
All
shit.
right. I mean,
Yeah.
okay.
It's the only way he's gonna learn.
Final words, I guess, if there are any. In case I already cut the episode. I don't know.
You know,
Might be overall.
Let me ask you.
yeah.
Let me ask you. How are you gonna change your life going forward?
Well, diet for sure. You know, the diet's got to change. Got to get more cardio, exercise in. And it doesn't even have to be intense exercise, right? Just.
Were you a drinker? Did you drink?
I probably drink like 3 or 4 times a month, right? Not even a heavy drinker.
Mm-hmm.
You know, not anymore. I mean, my cousin gave me a fucking big ass thing of weed, and that was in February, and I still got 3/4 of it. So that's how much of a smoker I am anymore either.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not I was doing any of that. There was no signs like other than being like
it was food and exercise, really.
Yeah, and genetics too. Like my dad had a heart attack, a minor heart attack when he was 47, but you know he's damn 82 now, or actually he's 84 now. So he had open heart surgery about 2017. So he had 2.
He's 84.
I know, man.
That's awesome.
1941.
Fuck yeah.
1941, man.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah, dude. And 2 heart attacks. So my mom has never had heart issues, but my dad's side, I think.
Okay.
Yeah. So, but I wasn't feeling like shit. Although I was getting tired a lot, but I was like, I'm fucking 50.
Yeah.
Of course I'm going to be tired. I'm fucking 50-something years old, right?
Right.
And I don't know if that was a sign. I just kind of didn't think anything of it. But it wasn't like the kind of tired where it disabled me from doing anything.
Right.
I'll just be like, oh, taking a nap.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Nothing crazy. No, there was nothing outwardly that made me go, shit, I got to change my ways.
Right.
You know, up until the point where I was having to change my ways.
Right.
You know, now.
So the message is get on the right track now.
Don't wait.
Because I'm going to tell you guys at home, you motherfuckers are not as metal as this motherfucker right here. And it's the only reason why he was like, I'm still standing, bitch, because all the rest of you would be dead.
Yeah.
Right? You don't got it like that. So start right now and start getting on the good path.
The heart attack diet.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what? And so, salt. That's the, you know.
You got to cut it out.
Yeah, I was talking to the doctor. He says, you know, for a low sodium, you got to keep it under 1,500 milligrams, which is like I think it's 1.5 tablespoons.
Right.
For a whole day.
Right.
But, you know, my ass would eat like a pack of ramen. That's like 2,400 milligrams of sodium in that one pack of ramen.
Right.
And then what would I do on top of it? Like 4 slices of Spam.
Why not?
Why not?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I get it.
That would be my like lunch because it's quick and easy. Man. That's like fucking 3 times worth of sodium.
So I just made a bangin' tonkatsu ramen for my son, but we just get the noodles and I make my own broth.
Yeah.
Without all that fucking
So
sodium.
bone broth and all that shit, huh?
Right.
Oh, yeah.
Gotta learn how to be gourmet now.
He
Shit.
tells that to the ladies too.
Talking
I
about-
make my own broth.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
do. You know,
With the wink,
Yeah.
the smile.
Twisted tooth shines a little bit.
Yeah.
All right, man. Everyone get healthy. Cut out the
Yeah.
fucking salt. Drink water. Don't drink alcohol a
Right.
lot. You know.
Do you and your loved ones a favor, man, and do this change. You know,
Yeah.
Get out there and walk around. You don't even have to run.
No,
Just get some steps in.
Yeah.
just a little bit.
Yeah, just a little bit, man. You don't have to make drastic changes overnight, but I think it's good for you and all the people you love, man. Do it for them. You know.
Man, I truly appreciate you sharing your story and the fact that you are even here to share your
Yeah.
story.
Yeah, man. That's fucked up.
Like I take
This
I
is
take
a day
fucked
that
up
couldn't
shit.
have happened,
Yeah.
or could have not happened.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. I think at the point with 100% blockage, I mean, it was gonna happen sooner or later, right? Because I was already at that point.
I guess so.
Fuck,
yeah.
man.
Shit.
Yeah, I was at that point already where that half
That
a fucking
fucking
donut,
donut.
man.
You know what? I didn't fucking talk about my stroke. And my brother brought it up right when we were camping. Right before I had my stroke, I was seeing little things in the air, transparent little, almost hairs in the air. Not the little floaty things you see when you fuck around,
Okay.
right? That's white blood cells that you're seeing through your eyes,
Mhm.
right? That I learned from PBS eons, right? But no, little tiny fractures, transparent in my vision every once in a while,
Mm.
right? It was happening. I would get like almost a bad headache and I could start to see these fractures.
Mm.
And those were telltale signs that, motherfucker, you about to die.
Yeah.
And I didn't know. And it's
Mm.
only in retrospect.
Yeah.
So now we're talking about like you had blockage running around. You didn't even know.
Yeah.
And so there was no signs. And then it was just wow, and you were like, oh, luckily, yeah, I'm a ninja. You know what I mean? Exactly.
See, here's the thing. He eats a half a donut before this happens, right? So even up to that point, you're like, I'll be good.
Yeah.
I'll only have half a donut, right?
I was being good.
See,
I was being good.
damn.
Yeah.
You know,
up.
Could have went with the whole one.
we're fucking lying to ourselves, eating like shit all the time. You know, I'll eat half of the donut.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah, man. You got to make the right choice, right? If you have that craving, maybe just have a bite.
Yeah.
Don't go with the full fucking double cheeseburger.
Or do like they do on that dog, and they hold like the pepperoni right here, but then they give it
Oh,
like
yeah.
celery. He's eating the celery. He's smelling that meat though.
Oh,
You gotta do
shit.
that.
I want to try that. I want to try that shit. Damn, it's the best piece of lettuce.
Some fucking ribeye. Eating broccoli.
Damn, that's a tasty
Your
ass
your wife is gonna blindfold you one night and be like, "I'm gonna bring you dinner." She's gonna just rub meat all up in your nose,
That's it.
and then just
Hell
plate
yeah.
full of cauliflower.
I'm gonna try that shit. I'm gonna
Delicious.
try it, man. I'm
Ah.
gonna try it, dude.
Well, you gotta fucking cook your rice and bone broth.
Mm.
The protein rice now. A little beefy.
Yeah. We were doing coconut oil,
Oh shit. I like
right?
that.
Coconut oil and it made rice taste hella good.
Hell
But then
yeah.
she read somewhere that coconut oil is one of the worst things for your heart.
Damn it.
I know, but I have yet to believe that. I'm gonna do my
Okay.
research. Avocado oil. So we're cooking everything avocado oil too.
Mhm.
I like that.
Avocado oil, olive oil.
All right, kids. Get out there and be
Hi.
fucking healthy.
I love y'all.
We are the strongest and toughest generation, and even
Yeah.
us get hit hard. So
Yeah.
fuck you,
Oh
sorry,
yeah, I'm sticking around.
weak ass generation will have a hard ass time unless you're already healthy,
Rub some dirt in it.
right? Let's rub some dirt in it.
Toughen
Man. We'll
up
be
the
all
Yeah,
right.
man.
Yeah,
You can
little-
cry on your own later, but yeah.
Right. Squeeze a little lemon on it.
Yeah.
Rub it in. Be fine.
But for real, don't be like what I was gonna do and man up.
Yeah.
Call 911.
Yeah.
Call 911.
Brother, if you lay down and just convince yourself it'll be all right when I wake up,
Yeah.
you never would have woke up.
Y'all would have been That's what goes wrong.
Yeah.
Right. I'd be like, I've known him since preschool, Mrs. Rosencrantz class.
That Cyclops he drew. Shit.
Miss Westfall was fine.
He was a fighter.
Never
my
mind.
first little kid boner.
All right. Cut.